Nothing in this recording is intended as investment advice, and the people in this recording may hold positions in the companies they talk about. Do not make any investment based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.
Hello and welcome to Zak's Traders Cafe. Today I'm joined by Gary Wallace, who's CFO Time To ACT PLC. How are you today, Gary?
Hi, Zach. Yeah, I'm very well. Thanks for having me on to talk about Time to Act.
Right, you're on the Aquis market, which you come to without any, I suppose, material raise. So that suggests good news that you've actually got a business there.
Yeah, we do have a business here, and our objective from day one was to primarily achieve a listing, which we did on the 29th of May on Aquis, as you've said, which we were very pleased with. It was a couple of years in the working. It's always been our strategy as a company to achieve a permanent capital model. So we're very pleased to do that. Like you say, we have real businesses here at Time to Act. We have two divisions, one called Diffusion Alloys and one called GreenSpur. Both are very good businesses in their own right, and Time to Act as a group didn't need to raise capital on its IPO. We have a cash runway in excess of 12 months from our listing date. So it really was about getting the listing for us and getting that platform to go forward and take the business forward.
And is it something, when you talk about the cash runway, is it something that ideally, the businesses will actually fuel your cash requirements?
Yeah, absolutely. So Diffusion Alloys is an older business. It's been around for a number of years, a lot of years, 60 years. And that is revenue generating. It generates cash. It has the potential to generate significant cash going forward. And part of the group strategy, yeah, is to use that internal cash generation to fund the development of the group. GreenSpur we call it pre-commercial, pre-revenue. It's teased itself into revenue. It's had some success there, but really that's more for the future. From now onwards that we're talking about, really, that's not cash generative at the moment. It's a very low, tightly controlled business that's in a very exciting space for us, designing generators for the wind turbine sector.
So, I mean, the other point is that that you just mentioned sort of, where it's supposed to be going to net zero and be all green and everything else. Are you a play on that kind of thing?
Yeah, so we say we are an engineering-led group innovating in the energy transition supply chain. So net zero, clean energy, all those targets is exactly where we operate in. So we have customers in wind sector, blue hydrogen, green hydrogen, nuclear. So yeah, very much net zero driven business.
Presumably, it's not this, we're just at the foothills of what, this area is going to be in 10, 20 years' time. It'll be totally, it'll come of age, etc. What's the potential that you see for Time to Act and in that space?
The potential, I think, is enormous with both our existing divisions, Diffusion Alloys, which has got significant relationships in blue hydrogen sector, which we think are going to probably break first and follow on with green hydrogen and nuclear. But all of those industries at the moment are kind of in their early stages. But if you look at market forecasts, they're all expected to explode in the coming years. And if the world's going to achieve its net zero targets by 2035, 2040, whichever one the world is working to at the current timeline, the revenue opportunities for each of those are going to be very high.
You're sort of starting off with a market cap less than 10 million, but it is the case that, historically you don't have engineering companies or companies in your area which are just worth a few million.
Yes, we've come to market with a small market cap. Obviously, we think that that'll grow. It's a reflection of conditions and where the businesses are at the moment. And if you'll have looked at our admission document on IPO, you'll have seen we had something in there which we called the bow wave, which was a sort of pipeline of revenue opportunities for our Diffusion Alloys business. And we were tracking that at about 16 million of revenue opportunity at the end of March 24. That just gives a little indication of how we can grow.
I suppose the final thing that people want to know is normally what the background of the management is. Do you have a few years of experience in this area?
Yes, I think everyone comes to market, don't they, and says our management team is fantastic, and we're no different. We're very proud of our management team. So Chris Hemingway, our executive chairman, he has a equity capital markets background and has operated engineering businesses for a long time. Our NEDs have a lot of experience across clean energy. I'll just call out Andrew Hall, who is one of our non-exec directors, and he is the ex-CFO of Siemens Gamesa, one of the major wind turbine OEMs in Western Europe. Everyone else on our board has got clean tech experience. So yeah, we're set up quite well to be able to strike strategic partnerships across the clean tech sector. And we know how it operates and how to do that because of the experience that we've got on our management team.
Right, Gary, and just in terms of the latest news that you have, it is quite significant.
It is significant. It's a fantastic opportunity for our GreenSpur business. So we've been awarded a £613,000 grant under the European BEETHOVEN Project to develop innovative and sustainable advanced magnetic materials that are a substitute for rare earth elements in the energy and transportation sectors. It allows us to demonstrate what we've been saying about our generator design technology for quite a long time at GreenSpur, and that is that we are magnet agnostic, and that our architecture can support any alternative magnets, whether they exist today or they are being newly created. And that's what's exciting about this project for us, is that GreenSpur's being given the opportunity to actually characterize a new magnetic material that'll go into, for us, a demonstrator, a small powered demonstrator for a wind turbine, but also the magnetic material that we'll be specifying will be used by various consortium partners in adjacent industries such as electric vehicles and flywheels. So it's a really good opportunity for GreenSpur to take its technology forward in a commercial way.
And I suppose it means you've got an edge in your particular field with that.
It does mean we've got an edge in our particular field. We have been saying that we are the only credible provider of a axial flux rare earth free generator, and that we know about magnets and how those impact the design and the power outputs and the weight and the volume of a generator, and this just perfectly demonstrates that. It gives us an edge because it allows us to work with some fantastic partners across the consortium